Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT, and tonight we are on the rebound of what could say a very shocking return, with that being the Big Show. Will the Blackpool Combat Club be able to figure out what to do with the new addition to Big Show here with Chris Jericho here on NXT? And we are going to have a surprising new addition here, ladies and gentlemen, as yes it is a Isaiah Swerve Scott joining the NXT roster. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, hey, he was a SmackDown superstar, what's going on? Well, we can give you the exact news that happened. So Isaiah Swerve Scott wasn't getting any TV time there on SmackDown. He talked to The Rock saying, hey, I'd like to be used more. If not, I'd like to have my release and become a free agent immediately. Rock said, hey, I understand where you're coming from. I have so many superstars. I'm sorry I haven't been able to give you more time. It may be our best to part ways. And that is what Isaiah Swerve Scott did. Became a free agent, and Triple H signing him over to NXT. And Isaiah Swerve Scott and Hit Row hit it off immediately. And Isaiah Swerve Scott will be in singles action against Joe Gacy to kick us off here tonight here on NXT. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just a month away from NXT Stand and Deliver. A lot of matches still to kind of be figured out, as well as, more contract signing stuff as well that we'll be addressing, that will be happening not tonight, but next week between Karrion Kross and CM Punk. To make it official that it is going to be a winner-take-all matchup WrestleMania weekend between Karrion Kross and CM Punk. The winner gets the NXT Championship and the North American Championship. We'll see how that will fare WrestleMania weekend, but tonight we are focused on the Isaiah Swerve Scott debut back here in NXT as he takes on Joe Gacy one-on-one. And obviously Gacy, he wants to get himself an opportunity and more TV time to spread his agenda. And obviously having Isaiah Swerve Scott join the Hit Row, I mean, there's no better way. I mean, those personalities work so well together. But here we go. Isaiah Swerve Scott takes on Joe Gacy, opening bout of the night. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Two different styles are going to be going at it in this matchup. You get that high flyer type of maneuvers that we're going to see from Isaiah Swerve Scott. And then you got Joe Gacy, more powerful, more maybe slowing down the match to his pace. Let's look at Isaiah Swerve Scott. He seems like he's all fired up to be back here in NXT, and I don't blame him. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a big night for you guys, as tonight it is all going to get very, very technical in the terms of what we're going to see tonight. As tonight it is going to be Emma taking on JC Jane. Emma has to go through two of Mandy Rose's Toxic Attraction women tonight. So Emma has to defeat JC Jane this week and Gigi Dolan next week to get an opportunity at Mandy Rose's NXT Women's Championship coming up in just a couple weeks' time at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. And also later on tonight, it's going to be a big triple threat match. The future is on the line, as we are going to see Carmelo Hayes versus Grayson Waller versus Braun Breaker in a triple threat match. The winner will face Jordan Devlin for the United Kingdom Championship at Stand and Deliver. That is going to be a big triple threat matchup. As well as CM Punk, your NXT champion. We'll see if he's 100%, as he'll be taking on Ilja Dragunov, former member of Punk Society. Last week here on NXT, we saw Karrion Kross attack CM Punk after the main event, after CM Punk retained over Braun Breaker in a hellacious main event. As Isaiah Swerve Scott, he misses the missile dropkick. We'll see if Joe Gacy can capitalize on that big mistake there. And it looks like he might. Oh my goodness. Big suplex there from Joe Gacy. We'll see if Joe Gacy can keep this up right now. It's going to be big opportunities. Oh no, Gacy gets kicked right in that right thigh there. Is now off that springboard moonsault. Very impressive there from Isaiah Swerve Scott. And I think Isaiah Swerve Scott being here in NXT is definitely going to help out his cause. and especially being here with Hit Row. Pinfall attempt. 2. No, 2.5. So close. Isaiah Swerve Scott can taste the victory. But now he has to capitalize, though. He has to stay on, Joe Gacy. You cannot just let this go. As now, here we go. Look at this. We've seen that before from Isaiah Swerve Scott. 1, 2, 3. Isaiah Swerve Scott picks up the win to open up here on NXT. Good back and forth matchup there early on, but Isaiah Swerve Scott, just the momentum was just too much for this man, and this will be taking him with a big W here tonight as he has aligned himself with Hit Row. I don't know if you can call him the leader or not. We'll find out maybe more eventually, see if he's actually the leader of Hit Row. But nonetheless, Isaiah Swerve Scott opens up NXT with a big W in his corner. You guys act like you were surprised with who Chris Jericho's tag team partner was. There's not many people Chris Jericho have tag teamed with over the years, besides Miz. Me and Jericho have a lot of history, former World Tag Team Champions in the past. Chris Jericho called me up, asked me for a favor, and I showed up, and we showed out together. And this isn't just one-hit wonder between me and Jericho. We're aligned, we're a team, and I think this is just the beginning for us. And you're going to see that at Stand and Deliver, where myself or Jericho will be walking out with that NXT Money in the Bank. And unlike Johnny Gargano, the first ever Mr. Money in the Bank for NXT, we're actually going to be able to cash in successfully. Now tonight, I'm challenging Jon Moxley or Bryan Danielson to a matchup tonight in the main event. It doesn't care. I don't care who it is. Maybe William Regal decides to step up, but I don't see his old ass doing that. But tonight, I want to see Moxley or I want to see Bryan in the middle of that ring to see if you actually can step toe-to-toe with me. If not, I wouldn't be surprised. You guys can't handle a 7-foot monster like me. Big challenge laid out there by the newest member of NXT, and that being Big Show. Obviously, Big Show and Jericho had a big qualifying matchup against Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley last week, where the winners would be going to the Money in the Bank matchup at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, and Big Show and Jericho were able to knock off the Blackpool Combat Club. So we'll see if who steps up to the plate tonight in the main event between Jon Moxley and or Jon Moxley or Bryan Danielson if they step up. But now we put our eyes and main focus to a number one contenders match of the three brightest futures here, as it's going to be Grayson Waller, Carmelo Hayes, and Braun Breaker in a triple threat matchup to determine who will be taking on Jordan Devlin at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Carmelo Hayes, a former NXT champion. Braun Breaker, former NXT champion, and Grayson Waller. Anytime now, I can see this man walking out with your NXT championship. He had a big win recently against Christian on NXT TakeOver, so we'll see if Waller will do. Waller, only reason he lost is because we saw the return of Rusev here in NXT, where he would actually get involved. We come to find out it was Rusev. It was random music was played. We didn't know whose it was at the time, and ultimately that distraction led to an unprettier, and that took out Grayson Waller. A shame to even say that, because I think Grayson Waller, without that distraction, I think that Grayson Waller would have went on to defeat Christian. But nonetheless, we are getting ready for a huge triple threat match, ladies and gentlemen. Three of the brightest futures in all of NXT. This man, Braun Breaker, you could definitely say is more than likely has the brightest, honestly. Yes, he's a former NXT champion in his own right, and the future of NXT has definitely changed, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is going from, where, we weren't sure what the brand was going to look like here in NXT to, holy crap, this brand is, there's still a lot of potential. We saw that, especially with Isaiah Swerve Scott signing here to NXT. We'll see how he's going to be doing. He picked up a win over Joe Gacy, so it'll be very interesting to see where that's going to go. But, you know, there's so much potential. A lot of veterans are coming back here to NXT. We've got still plenty of young guys to show their talent, so we'll have to wait and see where this is all going to go. I'm very excited for the future of NXT, past NXT, TakeOver, Stand and Deliver, and everything else. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this triple threat match goes on to take on Jordan Devlin for the United Kingdom Championship. Referee ringing that bell. Here we go. Braun Breaker and Grayson Waller going to go at it first here. Not too much time taken down as Grayson Waller takes down Carmelo Hayes. Look at Braun Breaker taunting both men. Just flexing on both of these guys. Oh, here we go with the pinfall. Ooh, just a 1 count. And so there's only so much, you know, taunting you can do before you have to get back in the ring to break up a pinfall or a submission. As a gut wrench suplex takes down Carmelo Hayes and Grayson Waller. You got to have eyes behind your head there, young man, because he's about to eat a big old takedown right on that top rope. But right there, Carmelo Hayes able to break it up. And, you know, I hate to say this, but I kind of feel bad for Carmelo Hayes. He didn't get a long reign as the NXT champion. So we'll see if maybe he did get his rematch against CM Punk recently for the championship, but obviously didn't go in his favor. So we'll see how Carmelo Hayes will deal with that in the near future. Is now Olga Braun Breaker. Look at that over the head suplex, making that suplex look very, very easy. And obviously Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker have a storied past, I guess. I mean, obviously they're still new to a point, but obviously we kind of had a rivalry brewing between both men. As what a kick to the midsection, taking out Braun Breaker. Carmelo Hayes, very close to almost becoming the new #1 contender. That's a double knees right there to Braun. Oh, and there's Carmelo Hayes. He's going to do anything in his power to, you know, anything under the, I guess under the belt in the terms of being very dirty in this matchup. Let's look at Waller. That ground and pound game coming right there at Braun Breaker. You got to be very careful in this match, guys, especially in a triple threat match. You can't just be taunting to get the upper hand, but nonetheless, if you got to do what you feel is right, it's going to ultimately cost him in the end. As here we go, pinfall attempt, just a 1 count. Plenty of damage done by all three men to each other so far here. It's an eye rake, and obviously all these men and women want to get that opportunity to get a championship match or any type of matchup there at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Braun Breaker finally getting up to his feet. Carmelo Hayes is in trouble. Oh, big kick there. But no, Braun Breaker 1 step ahead of him on that reversal. So while Carmelo Hayes is down and out, this would be a perfect opportunity for Braun Breaker to maybe try and put away Grayson Waller. As now Braun Breaker, Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Down goes Waller, referee right there. 2, 3, and just like that, Hurricane Rana crossed the ring, and Braun Breaker is going to NXT TakeOver in your house to take on Jordan Devlin. 2 different styles in that matchup, but it is going to be all on the line between Braun Breaker and Jordan Devlin. One of the brightest futures in Braun Breaker versus the future, and that being Jordan Devlin. Will Braun Breaker be able to defeat the very impressive Devlin? It is revenge time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Ilja Dragunov to attempt to get his revenge against CM Punk. Ilja Dragunov, he aligned himself with CM Punk, hoping that it would take him straight to the top, and that himself, CM Punk, and even Karrion Kross would dominate. You saw Karrion Kross become Intercontinental Champion. CM Punk eventually became the NXT Champion, but that was all after Kross left, and Ilja Dragunov continued to struggle. But this Russian superstar, he continued to fight, and you know, he was celebrating with CM Punk when CM Punk won the NXT Championship. and CM Punk did not want any more to do with Ilja Dragunov. And he hit multiple GTSs on Ilja Dragunov. And unfortunately for Dragunov, it's not something he was expecting, but you know, he attacked CM Punk a couple of weeks ago here, wanting some revenge on CM Punk, and he's gonna try to get it tonight in this one-on-one encounter between himself and CM Punk. And like we mentioned before, next week here on NXT, it is going to be a contract signing, winner take all at TakeOver Stand and Deliver between NXT champion CM Punk and North American champion Karrion Kross. But this man Ilja Dragunov, he's said that he let everyone down. He thought maybe by aligning himself with Punk was going to be the right choice. Ultimately, obviously it wasn't, and now he has to regain the trust of the crowd, and he knows it's going to take a while. As here is CM Punk making his way down to the ring and coming out with Bret Hart's music, and is obviously his entrance as well. As here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your NXT champion, CM Punk. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Cash Wheeler and Dax coming out here to join CM Punk. What in the hell does this mean? You got CM Punk, your champion, not coming out with the championship. Making sure he's hiding that or something, but the Revival coming out here with CM Punk here live on NXT. What in the hell does this mean? One of the best tag teams in all of WWE. We know that the Revival recently lost here on NXT, but there's nothing past the Revival. This is very interesting to see both of these men basically coming out here with CM Punk. There's a lot of questions that we need answers to, but does that mean that the Revival are with CM Punk? What in the hell does this mean? Let's look at Ilja Dragunov. He is not backing down. He is face to face. He's talking some trash to both men. He's not backing down right now. But we are in a star-studded battle, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk versus Ilja Dragunov. Here we go, referee ringing that bell. Very shocking revelation right there. The Revival coming out with CM Punk. Does that mean CM Punk has found two new superstars to align with and whatnot? I don't know. It's something that we need to figure out. But if CM Punk has aligned himself with the Revival, that could make CM Punk very dangerous. I thought Punk with Ilja Dragunov and Karrion Kross was going to be dangerous, but having one of the best tag teams in all of professional wrestling here, at least on the NXT brand, that this could be a game changer for CM Punk. And if you think he's holding this championship now, I don't see him relinquishing or losing that championship whatsoever. Especially at Stand and Deliver. I know Karrion Kross is one bad dude, but you get the Revival at ringside or getting involved in that matchup whatsoever, I think that's definitely going to be a game changer. And you might think Karrion Kross may be the one that will easily be able to walk out with the championship, but I think that makes this matchup favor your NXT champion. As now Ilja Dragunov going to go high flying here. Dragunov with the flying senton right there to the ribs. And now pinfall. 2.5. And Ilja Dragunov cannot believe it. But he has to stay on the NXT champion. You cannot let the NXT champion recuperate whatsoever. Obviously, Ilja Dragunov, one of the youngest superstars that we have here in all of NXT. What a beautiful lariat turning the CM Punk inside out. But it still was not it. What does Ilja Dragunov have to do to put away CM Punk? He's hit a flying senton. He's hit that almost like a 619 into a Discord clothesline. And it still has not been enough to put away CM Punk, as CM Punk is currently struggling right now to get anything going, as now Ilja Dragunov going to go high risk one more time. Will this come to bite him in the butt? No, and CM Punk moves out the way, and just like I was talking about, coming to bite him in the back. That's now Punk. Oh, big punch there from CM Punk. Uh-oh. Oh. He keeps doing this. The pedigree from the top rope. Pedigree from the top. Ilja Dragunov down and out. And now CM Punk has Ilja Dragunov up. And he has him down. GTS to Ilja Dragunov. And here we go with the pinfall. 1, 2, and a 3. CM Punk makes light work of Ilja Dragunov here tonight. But, I mean, there for the longest time, I thought, honestly, Ilja Dragunov might be able to pull off an upset. But that's what you do when you call yourself the best in the world. You change up the trajectory of the match, change up the momentum. And just like that, he hit the pedigree from up top, hits him with the GTS, and it was night-night to Ilja Dragunov. And Punk is with a win on the record. And CM Punk with the revival at his side. Does this favor CM Punk at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver? Am I supposed to be surprised? Am I supposed to be shocked and all that CM Punk decided that once he's done with myself and Ilja Dragunov, that it won't take him more than a couple weeks to align himself with somebody? And I'm not saying the revival are not bad people to align themselves with, but I'm not surprised with CM Punk's actions anymore. I'm not. CM Punk can have anyone he damn well pleases with him at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. He could have himself Andre the Giant, the Big Show, any big man in the brightest of futures here in all of WWE or Legends or anything. It wouldn't take me much to still put him away. Your title reign coming up next month is coming to an end, CM Punk. So better enjoy your last month or so as NXT champion, because after we sign on the dotted line next week and that contract signing, you're going to be in fear, because I'm going to strike it anytime I want. And at WrestleMania weekend at Stand and Deliver, I'm walking out NXT champion and North American champion. Karrion Kross calling out CM Punk and saying that CM Punk better enjoy his reign as NXT champion, because it is not going to go much further than NXT Stand and Deliver. But now we got Jacy Jayne taking on Emma, going to try and slow down Emma from getting an opportunity at Mandy Rose's NXT Women's Championship. And obviously, you know, Jacy Jayne, Gigi Dolan, and Mandy Rose have to make sure they're out here with Jacy Jayne just to get in the head of Emma. And I'm more than sure Emma's definitely going to bring out the Iconics just to play the numbers game as well here. And for obviously NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, so far we got for the women's Money in the Bank matchup, you got the current NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, and then also you got Jacy Jayne and Gigi Dolan will be in that Money in the Bank matchup as well. We still have one more spot to find out who will be joining those 5 women. Mia Yim joining those other 2 tag teams in that match. But we still got plenty of time to figure out who will be that last woman to join. But right now, Emma gets her second ever match here in NXT. We'll see how Emma will be facing off here tonight. She had her debut win over Mandy Rose recently, and obviously this is when Mandy Rose came up with basically the stipulation is, hey, you got to work for it. I'm not just going to give it to you since you came back. There's plenty of hard working women here in NXT, and it's not going to be an easy thing for you to do. So obviously she said, hey, you defeat Jacy Jayne this week. Next week you defeat Gigi Dolan. Then you get your opportunity. But we'll see how it fares for Emma. Can she get her first of 2 wins coming up right now? Let's see. Here we go. Jacy Jayne and Emma. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go, Emma and JC Jane. Can Emma dig down deep tonight and take out JC Jane, or will this be the last opportunity Emma ever gets at maybe a possible NXT Women's title shot? Mandy Rose has given her the stipulation if she can somehow defeat JC Jane this week and Gigi Dolan next week, that she will get that opportunity for the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver Stand and Deliver. And that is all going to be WrestleMania weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Big opportunities for all these superstars. Let's look at these big haymakers here from Emma. So this more aggressive side from Emma we're seeing, and that's what she's going to need to bring when you're facing off a Toxic Attraction. They are going to do everything in their book to play dirty. So Emma, if you have to get dirty, that's what Emma's going to have to do in this match. As now JC Jane swinging that left leg there of Emma. And still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a challenge has been sent to the Blackpool Combat Clubs, telling Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley for one of those superstars to step up to the Big Show. Big Show returned last week as we saw a tag team match where Chris Jericho would have Big Show return. Obviously, it was Jericho back in the day. Big Show mentioned they were former World Tag Team Champions back in the day. And obviously, he's saying this is not a one-hit wonder between himself and Jericho, and that either Jericho or himself would be walking out with the Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase at Stand and Deliver, and that also that, you know, this is that he wants somebody to step up. And for Big Show to return, it's something that not a lot of people want to see, but Big Show, he wants to have one last run, and I don't blame him, especially with himself and Jericho. You know, they have plenty of a lot of history together. That flying crossbody in the corner. That's vintage Emma, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with a pinfall. 2.5. But we'll see who steps up. It'll either be Bryan Danielson or Jon Moxley later on tonight in your main event of the evening. It's a Northern Lights suplex there. So now here we go, Emma. Nope, big reversal from JC Jane. Let's see if JC Jane can get herself back into this matchup. Going for a jumping knee strike, missing out. I don't know how she missed out there, as both men trying to figure each other out. JC Jane with that jumping kick to the face. Will it be enough this time? No, rope break. Referee actually looking up this time, and JC Jane saying, hey, why can't you look away this one time? Emma could be in trouble here. JC Jane setting up Emma. Going for the boot. She misses out on it. I don't know how she missed out that time, but now she's going to have to try and capitalize. Damn, she definitely got all of that knee strike. This is where you run into issues when you face off with a woman like JC Jane. Just so damn destructive with her strikes. And look at this. And now she's going to try and rip the arm out of socket here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. I don't know how much more Emma can take in this matchup. JC Jane missed a big finishing maneuver earlier on in this matchup. We'll see if it comes back to bite her in the behind as a reverse world's strongest slam there. And now JC Jane going to look to hit this one. She missed earlier on tonight. We'll see if she can hit it this time. She misses again. I don't know what her issues are with hitting a boot, but now she's going to eat a flapjack there. And we'll see if Emma can capitalize. Big mistakes from JC Jane here again. So now here we go. Emma going to drag her into the middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. Middle of the ring. Here we go. Referee right there in position. 2.5. Perfect opportunity for Emma to stay on JC Jane. Inflict more damage here. And another big reversal from JC Jane. Now she's going to look for a big boot a third time. I don't see her hitting it. She missed it out already 2 times this matchup. No, she hit it that time. Very surprising there, As now, here we go. 1, 2, no, 2.5. I thought Emma was gonna not gonna be able to kick out there. She's taking so much damage tonight here. And now these big haymakers from JC Jane. And this NXT crowd very supportive of what we're seeing in this women's matchup right now. Saying they want these women to fight forever. They're putting on a show. This JC Jane is definitely for sure. As here we go. Northern Lights suplex there from Emma. She needs to try and capitalize here. So, Emma. Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to see the submission hold here? Yes, we do. Submission hold here. Middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. Will JC Jane have to tap out here? Can Emma get halfway to her championship opportunity? As she lets go. But she's thinking she has enough to put her away. 2, 3. And it is. Emma survives JC Jane. And now has to put her focus onto Gigi Dolan. And I think this matchup, with the big misses from JC Jane in this matchup, that ultimately saved Emma in this matchup. Right here, though. Oh, that big boot. I honestly thought that was enough. We're going to get this aerial view from the roof here to make sure his shoulders and everything was up. 2.5. Everything was up. Everything was legit. And Emma picks up the win. It is all about Emma. After a brutal attack last week from the big win from Rusev last week, Christian and the Redeemer, Rusev, make their way down. Rusev destroyed Cameron Grimes after the matchup with a steel chair, and now Cameron Grimes has requested a matchup, but this time, this against Christian. So we'll see how it does with Christian Cage taking on Cameron Grimes here. And we know Cameron Grimes, former North American champion, looking to beat some respect out of Christian. See how that's going to do. As Christian was able to get Rusev signed here to NXT. And, I mean, I guess you could call him, honestly, obviously he calls himself the Redeemer, but I think Rusev is ultimately not just like a bodyguard, but almost like an enforcer for Christian. And I ultimately think this pair could really work out here. But we'll see if Cameron Grimes can get some revenge here tonight against Christian Cage. Christian Cage telling Rusev to destroy Cameron Grimes last week with that steel chair. So we will have to wait and see how this is going to fare. Cameron Grimes makes his way down to the ring. We're able to actually talk to Cameron Grimes, saying that he's 100%, even though he took multiple big chair shots to the midsection. He's looking forward to this matchup. Obviously, Cameron Grimes knows the history with Christian and his trainer, Jeff Hardy. So, and we were actually able to ask Cameron Grimes if Jeff Hardy was able to give him any strategy, any tips with facing off with Christian. And he said, yeah, he was able to give me some tips, and we'll see if I can put it in this matchup to defeat Christian tonight. So we'll see if Cameron Grimes can actually do that tonight or not. Or if Christian will be way too much. Obviously, Christian is in that 6-man Mr. Money in the Bank for NXT TakeOver stand and delivers Money in the Bank briefcase matchup. As it is confirmed so far for that NXT Money in the Bank championship, or NXT Money in the Bank, it is referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Christian Cage, the man that orchestrated the attack last week on Cameron Grimes after Rusev defeated Cameron Grimes and just beat down Cameron Grimes with a steel chair after that matchup. And Cameron Grimes says he's 100%, but I don't know if that's going to be 100% true. Misses the flying crossbody. We'll see if Christian can capitalize. Especially with Rusev being here at ringside and Cameron Grimes is all bent on getting some revenge. That may stir Cameron Grimes in the wrong direction, technically, because, he's going to be more focused on revenge than actually winning this matchup. And that could cause a disqualification or anything. Anything is possible. As now here we go. Cameron Grimes going to try to get out of this, but now Christian. Uh-oh. Oh no, Cameron Grimes. Big reversal takes down Grimes. Or takes down Christian Cage, pardon me. As this is your co-main event of the evening still to come tonight, we will see if Jon Moxley or Bryan Danielson step up to the plate to the newly talent of the Big Show being here. Joined Jericho last week here on NXT, defeated Moxley and Bryan Danielson in a tag team match, and now we're going to see Jericho and obviously Big Show in that Money in the Bank matchup at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. So here we go with another pinfall attempt. Just a 1 count. Christian obviously going to have to do a lot more damage here. Oh, look, he's Christian. He's talking some mad trash right now, telling him to get up to his feet. Oh my God, what a knee. I think Christian just busted him wide open here, ladies and gentlemen. And now here comes Christian. Oh, the flying clothesline, and look at that cut. The cut on the right side of the face there, just flowing through the right side there. Cameron Grimes may have a broken orbital bone or something. It's a flying forearm strike, like a Superman forearm strike there. Maybe that's a woken up Cameron Grimes in this matchup here. Oh, Cameron Grimes looking to go high risk here. Flying crossbody takes down Christian. Christian is in trouble here. Cameron Grimes is starting to flow. He's starting to feel himself here, especially at that gut wrench suplex. Turning him inside out with that standing Spanish fly. And now Grimes gonna go for the pinfall. Here we go. 1, 2, no, 2.5. Christian stays in this matchup, but for how much longer is the question. And now Grimes. Oh, perfect reversal there. Perfect reversal from Christian. Had it well scouted. And we'll see if Christian can capitalize. As now into the corner we go. What does Christian have in store here? Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, big takedown there of Cameron Grimes. Here we go. Pinfall opportunity here. 2, 3. And just like that, hitting that big maneuver from that corner, and Christian Cage has defeated Cameron Grimes here. Back-to-back weeks, Cameron Grimes has suffered the defeat at the hands of Rusev and now Christian. You hate to see it. But I think with having the Redeemer at Christian's side, I think Christian, his stock here in NXT is only going to go up. And this man, Christian, very well could be the next Mr. Money in the Bank there at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. And oh, what the hell is going on backstage here? Oh my God, he just KO'd. He just KO'd punched Jon Moxley. Oh my God. What in the hell are we witnessing, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my God, big takedown there from the Big Show. He's already knocked out Jon Moxley. Moxley not even moving, barely. Oh, and another big boot just for good measures, ladies and gentlemen. This is brutal. So does this mean that Moxley won't be the one that's going to get that opportunity? Oh my God. What in the hell are we witnessing here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh! Big choke slam there. And I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Jon Moxley is in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Not your typical thing that you would see here, ladies and gentlemen. And again, he's just toying with him over the head multiple times. Seems like he's trying to maybe put him through the table, but he doesn't even need the table, honestly. Oh, no, 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 no. Big Show. Big Show. No. Oh, my God. Big Show laying waste to Jon Moxley. Oh, now Jericho. Jericho's found Bryan backstage here now. What in the hell is going on here? Oh my God, this is not what I was expecting here on NXT. Gonna be ruining the main event as now Bryan just being tossed all over the place here. Oh, and a big old drop kick just for good measures. Why the hell not, huh? Oh, and then that vicious elbow strike. We've seen Jericho win so many matches recently with that maneuver. Oh, and now right on the pallets there. And you gotta be kidding me right now. This is absolutely ruining a potential main event. And now I see Big Show is heading out to get ready to make his entrance momentarily, but Jericho beating the living hell out of Daniel. Oh no. Oh my God, that spinning elbow again here. The main event is still on, ladies and gentlemen. Big Show just took out Jon Moxley, and Jericho just took out Bryan Danielson. And we're still gonna get our main event, but who's gonna be 100%? Is it Moxley? Is it Bryan Danielson? Does William Regal step up to the plate? Oh God, I do not know what to say about the Blackpool Combat Club, but they are just the last couple of weeks have not been in the favor of them. We'll see who steps up to the plate between both of those men, because this man Big Show destroyed Moxley, like I mentioned. Jericho destroying Bryan backstage there. So let's go ahead and see who steps up to the plate. And it looks like it is. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We are going to have I'm being told William Regal has put another official member of the Blackpool Combat Club, and this gentleman's name is Wardlow. Look at the physique of this man, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Wardlow. Pardon me, but I've heard a lot of tremendous things about this man. NXT is in the process of bringing and signing a lot of NXT superstars here, and it seems like Wardlow is joining the Blackpool Combat Club. One monster against another monster. How is this gonna fare? Stepping up the plate against a man like Big Show, you're gonna have to bring it all. It's not gonna be easy. Wardlow is gonna have to try to step up to a man like Big Show. You're not gonna be able to outpower him. Big Show is just one hell of an athlete. So look at this, Big Show. Oh, big clothesline takes down Wardlow. And for Wardlow, you gotta take out the big tree trunks. You can't try to do anything powerful against him early on in the matchup, because it's not gonna be that easy. Wardlow, look at this. Oh, big kidney punch there. Gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. There we go. Wardlow working on that left knee there. The big man's got to do what he's got to do here. And again, we saw this earlier. Oh, and another big kidney punch there. Loosen up the Big Show. This seems like what Wardlow's doing. Got to do what you got to do, and right there, too many kidney punches, and it's all she wrote for the Big Show here. It's again, oh my goodness. And Wardlow all fired up. Newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club. Moxley just being taken out. Bryan Danielson being taken out. William Regal having a little sneaky card being put into play here with this man named Wardlow. We don't know too much about him, but the physique, he definitely has it. Especially, he's been doing quite well against the Big Show in this matchup. But he's going to have to deal with these onslaught attacks. And there's the Big Show for you, ladies and gentlemen. This one of the most brutal superstars and one of the best big men in a long, long time. Especially when you compare him to Andre the Giant. One of the best giants we've ever had here in WWE. Is that Wardlow tossing him out to the apron? Oh no. And look at Wardlow trying to cave in the chest of the Big Show. Look at this. Oh my God. He's trying to cave in the chest. I don't see William Regal at all here. I think William Regal dealing with the other members of Blackpool Combat Club backstage. So it seems like Wardlow going to have to do it all by himself, which it seems like for the most part he's doing quite well for himself, as he's got himself a submission hold here, kind of mocking Chris Jericho here. Obviously Chris Jericho at ringside with the Big Show. Look at this. Just hurting that lower back there of Big Show. And now, off the steel post there. A lot different than what we see on Raw and SmackDown. Oh, and no. Chris Jericho getting involved. This is where you got to be very careful. It's essentially a 2-on-1 handicap match right now. And now Big Show from behind. Oh, and a big punch in between the eyes there. And Wardlow may have just bit off too much tonight. As now, here we go. Pinfall attempt here. One. Oh, big strong kick out there from Wardlow with just a 1 count. And now, Big Show going to go for the power slam there. Almost like a jackhammer type of maneuver there. Oh my God. Big Show is just way too vicious. I know Wardlow's not going to back down in this matchup as he gets speared in half there. How much more can this man take as he just ate a knockout punch there? Pinfall. Oh, but the rope break saves him, but does it actually save him though? Eating so much damage in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. I think Big Show wouldn't mind putting Wardlow on notice for trying to join the Blackpool Combat Club. As now Wardlow is able to get up to his feet here. Snapmare. Oh, what a knee strike from Wardlow. Hell of a knee strike. And Wardlow now. Here we go. F10. F10 there to Big Show. Pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Wardlow with the upset of the century over the 7-foot monster, the Big Show. Hell of a main event. This kid, holy cow, saves the Blackpool Combat Club tonight in the main event. Both of these guys being taken out. It seemed like Big Show and Chris Jericho, it seemed like they wanted to almost have like a count-out victory, but William Regal having a little card in his pocket and pulling out Wardlow. Look at this, the beginning of the end, the knee strike leading to the F10 from Wardlow in the main event tonight here on NXT. And now Wardlow talking some trash here to Chris Jericho. And look at that big boot. The big boot from Wardlow. He is not going to allow him to do anything. And oh, look at this. We just saw this for the Big Show. And now an F10. An F10 to Chris Jericho. Are we seeing the next big prospect here in all of NXT? And now again, Wardlow has him up. Again, another F10. An F10. Wardlow laying waste to Jericho. And Big Show to end NXT.